We're Sean and Heather.
We had plans to explore the country together.
But after a motorcycle accident took my left leg in March 2025,
We're more determined than ever to get out
and tackle as many adventures as we can. This is our life, and I am on my last leg. Hey, what's up, everybody? You know, we have been going so fast and furious, and we go on all these trips. We got to talking that we've never done just a, hey, here's what we stay in, here's how we live when we're on the road. So Heather and I decided we're going to do a van tour today.
So we're going to show you the space that we live in, the systems we use to keep things organized, and talk about the specs of the build out, right?
Yeah, perfect. So the basic specs are, the chassis is a 2020 Ford Transit chassis. Built by Tommy Camper Vans in Arizona, and we'll go through each of the little things, but basically regular wheelbase. It is the high roof, so we have the tall inside, we have the roof rack on top with solar. We'll get to all that in a little bit, and the bike rack on the back, but that's the basic specs to start with. We actually chose Ford. We looked at Ford, Dodge, Mercedes. To be honest, we chose the Ford. Why, Heather? Because of dollars, probably. No, honestly, the Ford and the Dodge were very comparable. Mercedes, obviously high end, would love to have one sometime. But ultimately, even then, we looked at the diesel versus gas. And we opted to go with gas because Mercedes dealers, there's only like, I don't know, 280 or 300 in the country. There is a Ford dealer, it seems like, in every town with a McDonald's. So if something, we needed something big, there's a Ford dealer pretty much everywhere along your route. That was a big consideration. Gas, a little bit cheaper. Diesel runs longer. I get all that. Has a little more torque. But honestly, we have pulled mountain passes in Colorado and through Wyoming and Montana, right with the Mercedes, right with the Sprinter. So all you Mercedes guys out there, we're coming after you.
Our fridge is a Dometic CFX, and it just rolls out. We have one side that we use as fridge, and then the other side we'll use as a freezer if we want to. Sometimes we just use them both as refrigerators when we don't need a freezer, so we have that option with this. We use a 2-burner propane stove. The propane is under our sink here. And so to run it, all I have to do is plug into the outlet and turn on my energy, and then open up the propane.
Heather mentioned the Renogy system, and so we have a 3,000 watt inverter. We'll show you in a minute. We've got 200 watts of solar on top. We have 380 amp hours of battery in the back I'll get to. But the Renogy here, we just turn on, it converts the power to, you can still plug in anything that runs on normal 110. So you can run your whatever appliance or hair curler or whatever. Obviously I don't use a hair curler, but Heather can do her hair with it, with all of our LED lighting, water pump, hot and cold water. We'll get to the hot water heater. Also, we have different ports. So you have USB and micro USB, then regular plug-ins for like in doing the paddle boards. All exterior lights are here to go around the van. All right, so the water system, we have 35 gallons of fresh water, hot and cold. We have actually, if you look here, a deep Ruvati sink, adjustable, can take it off with the sprayer. This is where I do all the dishes. Heather will tell you, I do a lot of the dishes right here and earn my keep.
Liar! Liar!
So that's our water system. So the gray water for the sink actually comes in down here behind the trash can into a 5-gallon receptacle there, which is very easy to dump when we're at a little dump station, and comes out there very easy and quick. And it doesn't fill up, but about maybe once a week, it seems like. So really it does last quite a long time because we don't really run a lot of water right there.
I keep my spices available here in these spice racks that Sean put up for me. We've got plates, bowls, coffee cups, that kind of thing up top. And then I keep my pots down here in this bucket and the big kind of utensils. So this is not ideal, but Tommy Camper Vans didn't put in any kind of shelving. So hopefully someday we can kind of remedy that.
One of the things that was important to me on a van build was having a toilet and a shower, because we tend to go 1,000 miles an hour, hiking, biking, whatever. If you're camping, boondocking out without restrooms and showers at a campsite, and you're just out in the wild, I don't like going to bed sweaty and stinky. So really, Heather doesn't like me too. So I like the shower and the toilet. Now, we did a ton of research on the toilet. Heather will tell you, we looked at composting toilets, tank toilets, 5-gallon bucket with a lid toilets, and we finally arrived on the Laveo. And it's, I don't know, I call it the Cadillac because it is expensive. It was higher end, and I hate that you spend money on a toilet. And it does cost a little bit to run because with the cartridges that it comes with, I don't know what it is, maybe $1 a flush. I don't know if that's accurate or not, so Laveo, don't sue me. But we have the Laveo dry flush, which will show you how it works here. We don't have to mess with anything. You don't have to dump anything. You don't have to worry about composting or wiring anything up. I can take this toilet out of the shower. It can sit here, it can sit outside, it doesn't matter. Take a shower, and we have the best of both worlds right there.
So let's talk toilets for a minute. The dry flush toilet, you kind of think of like a diaper genie. It's kind of that same feeling. So you'll use the toilet, and then when you flush it, it just cinches up inside and moves down. And so you can use it probably about 12 to 15 flushes. And then the top comes off. There's a big bag inside, so you never have to touch any part of it. And you just cinch up the big bag, pull it out, and then you can dump it. It uses pea powder. And so, because like Sean said, it can get expensive to flush a lot. So if you're just going to use it for number one, you can sprinkle pea powder on it, and it will crystallize that and take away all the smell. So you could use it a couple of times before you flush a number one.
And liquid, it solidifies. So
Yeah.
so you don't have liquid sloshing. And then I'm going to say this, I am impressed because like Heather said, it's about 15 flushes or whatever, and you can leave it. Now we're in Texas. It's how hot today? 98,
You can tell.
sweating.
It's 100 degrees.
And we've got about half of it full, and you get absolutely no odor, no mess, and you never have to deal with it.
Right. So if you only, you go on a trip and you only use half, well, you don't want to waste half. So like Sean said, we just leave it sitting in the van. And I think last year we sat for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And didn't travel, and there was no odor from the Laveo.
So let's talk about the shower. We've got plenty of room in the shower, which I'll show you right now. 6 foot tall. But I can get in here. We're a little off balance in the driveway. Close that up, take a shower, finish it up. But again, hot and cold water after hiking or biking. Or, man, this winter we were on a trip. I don't know where we were, but it was freezing. And we got in here and took a hot shower. Oh, banging. Let me tell you, after being cold, to get in a hot shower in the van was awesome. And so in order to take a shower, you have a water heater switch right here. And we've found that with our battery bank, when you first turn on the water heater, it pulls a ton of power. And so to overcome that, we simply, 15 minutes or so before we arrive wherever we're driving to, we just turn that on with the van running, heats our water. It has a tank system 5-gallon hot water tank and heater. So it'll heat up while the van is charging it, so we're not really pulling our batteries hard. And then when we get there, I mean, we've never run out of water, and it's not like you're taking a long shower, but we've taken 2 showers consecutively and not even worried about hot water. So that's how the hot water works. All right, one of my favorite hobbies is sleeping. So Heather, tell us how we sleep in this arrangement.
So the bed is not wide enough for Sean if we were to sleep this way. So the remedy for that has been this board. So at night, we'll just pull it out. And then we have this pillow that's the same height as our mattress. And that'll just sit right there. And so he'll sleep on this side and I'll sleep on this side. And I have plenty of room. And if I need to stretch out, then I'll just kind of share this area with him. And then a lot of times when I'm cooking, I like to have this extra space as well. So I'll leave it out to cook. Or we do have an extra shelf. We can pull it out. And we have a really long table here. We can also push this one in if we wanted to. And you could sit here and work at this table if you wanted to as well.
And as far as workstations, because I work a lot on the road when we're traveling, I mean, work doesn't stop. So while Heather's out enjoying the warm sunshine or being outside, I will be doing meetings or writing or working on something here. So this little table works great right here as well, because I can put my laptop, my iPad right here. I have access to power, and I can just work right here with great scenery. I remember being in Florida and just being able to park right on the beach and enjoy the ocean while I worked. I mean, the best of both worlds, right? Greatest office in the world.
Above the bed, we have cabinets to store our clothes. Sean put nice hinges in them so that they'll stay open. We use packing cubes, and that organizes our clothes. So we just each take one, and then we'll have an extra one for things like towels and laundry soap, toiletries, etc. And then we also have access to the garage down below.
And taking some of the comforts from home, it is nice to lay here, watch movies. So we actually have, I don't know what it is, 24-inch TV, and it can come out, swivel, whatever. And it's nice to just be able to get in the van, watch TV, watch a movie as we go to bed, and have some of the comforts at home. And we're able to monitor our batteries with the Renogy battery monitor system. Tells us our percentage, amp hours, the volts, amps, watts that we're pulling. I don't know a lot about it. I just know when it's charging, when it's not, and how much we got left. That's really all I need to know. All right, so to carry our bikes around, originally the plan was to put a motorcycle in the back, and I had that rack before my accident. So now we carry e-bikes, and we were looking for a rack that would be able to hold the e-bikes that was strong enough. And we found the Rocky Mounts swivel rack, and really like this one because you can click it up out of the way when bikes aren't on it. And if you're just around town, you can also pivot it all the way around out of your way to get to the back of the van if you need to. Now I can get into it without swiveling just to reach in, but if I need to actually get in, it's easy enough just to swivel out of the way. So van life, we're not full-time van lifers, but we've enjoyed having the van, something Heather's always wanted to do. And she kind of talked me into, I said, I have to go and stand up in one, see if I can move around in one. Can we coexist in one? And honestly, it's been great.
Yeah, there's plenty of room. And really, you live outside the van. So maybe you're both in here eating and sleeping, but most of your time you're outdoors anyway. So there's plenty of room.
Yeah. And we've had the van, I think 2 years, year and a half. And
2 years this September.
yeah. And we've already, we did a tour of Florida down to the Keys. We've done Arkansas. We've done Colorado. We've been through Wyoming, Montana. Haven't hit all of Utah. We came down through Utah the last trip, but Heather's, one of her bucket list is to do Utah separately. We've got to do the West Coast.
We did a little bit of Tennessee
A little bit of Tennessee.
last year.
And going to hit that soon here, and enjoy some Tennessee. Then I want to do the East Coast. I would love to go up to Maine. I'm going to eat lobster in Maine. We have still a lot to adventure, still a lot of things to see, but been a blast. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I would. It's much easier than I thought it would be. Had our little hiccups. We had to replace the battery bank. You saw in an earlier video. Set us back a few bills, but it was time. And so the batteries are working great. And that was a big investment right there. I would say, if anything, I would like to have maybe double the battery capacity. Would like to switch to lithium at some point, whether it's in this van or another build, just because lithium is so much more efficient. But given what we had, I replaced with AGM batteries, like we're there. So I can live with that. Heather has started collecting stickers from the national parks and putting them up on the van here. And even the parks that we've been to, she won't let us get a sticker unless the van has been there. So we've been to other national parks, can't get a sticker till the van has driven there. So her rule. So all in all, we love the van. I'm sold. Heather talked me into it. I'm sold. Been a good purchase. Being able to see the country and appreciate pretty much every mile, to be honest, instead of just getting there and going to a hotel. So we're able to stay wherever we want. We see a nice road we want to take, we just take it, stay there.
So I love our time in the van. I love the adventure of it.
Yep, been good. So join us on our next adventures, and as always, keep moving.